Good day, great day, great, wonderful day for this great day. I got my flag, my grandfather's flag. We're going to be talking about that today, but mostly this video is going to be themed with a stop and correct on my part. Just, it's a small little thing, but I've gathered that it's kind of a big deal. How this started was well, first of all, I'm a postmaster. My name is, you can call me Lacey. Lawful name is with punctuation, Lacey Evan Jane Taylor. I'm a postmaster in the Title IV flag venue. If you want to know more about what I'm talking about there, this is a Title IV flag. There are dimensions specifically known for the Title IV flag, which is 1 by 1.9 dimension ratio. And if you want to know more about the postmaster stuff, because the U.S. government ceased to exist in 1999 after it came out of a certain final international bankruptcy. And you can view more on lastflagsane.com with the Postmaster General, Russ Life, and J. Gold. He recently just made another video with Vatican timelines. And I'm not even going to begin with that because that's a personal journey that I don't have enough knowledge to even want to speak about that yet. Only because I was born with a birth certificate, and then you're given a birth certificate put in the system, and then I was also confirmed Catholic, so they have that shit. So there's timelines involved there. Anyways, first things first, how I'm starting this video, or how I was prompted to make this video, was I was looking up on Google Gemini because there are quantum computers involved and they use specific data sets. Regular computers will just calculate using ones and zeros, and calculate bits using ones and zeros, whereas quantum computers will calculate using the frequency at which it's called the quantum superposition, where it can calculate the frequency of it and detect specific patterns at the rate at which those ones and zeros are ones and zeroing. So there's that, but the importance of that is the post office is connected to the quantum computers. Or the postal routes are connected to the quantum computers, I believe, on an international level. But either way, I'm in the Title IV flag venue. I was looking up on Google Gemini because Google has they have quantum computers. And I'm a Gemini myself. I consider myself a tone setter. And I want to make sure it's correct. And I'm a postmaster in the Title IV flag, meaning I know a little bit more than the average person, as well as I'm a veteran, so I know the military protocols and like some certain things. There's a lot of today I felt like in my heart specifically, I'm like, wow, what is this like? It's like a constricting, or like it's just. I was like, what's hurting? Maybe it's my gut, I don't know. And then also on top of that, I've got other things going on, different timelines. There's like this murkiness where usually I'm direct and I know what I need to do, where it just felt, there's a collective ungrounding. And I'm like, well, what is this? So I looked into it, and my first question that I typed in for Google Gemini was like, it is something to do with the flag dimensions, the ornaments, and the jurisdictions, but the meanings of it. And it said specifically that there was like a difference between like flag etiquette, flag law. The thing is like there is flag law, where a lot of people, this is the murkiness of it. People are not taking like law seriously. They're not taking contracts seriously. They're not taking, they're kind of sucked up into the system, be like, oh, I'm a slave and this is what we do, we got to do it. It's like this anxiety, and there's no clarification as to why things are a specific size, of a specific standard. And the Title IV flag is the G-SPEC, I'll get into that in a second, the G-SPEC flag, I have it on my, this is what I need to stop and correct. I have it on my Instagram and my other social media profiles as SPECT, G-SPECT, where if for G-SPEC, SPEC means government specification for the flag. Where I looked up G-SPECT, I just Googled G-SPECT, as in G hyphen SPECT, as in with a T in it, and I was like, oh my god, I did that wrong, because I was relating to G-SPEC, tone setters G-SPECT, and then I have a heart just to have the little heart emoji there because I want to lead by the heart. But I actually didn't know that G-SPEC, just as it is, when you first Google it, the first thing that comes up is it's gated SPECT. It stands for gated SPECT, and it's nuclear medicine. It's a nuclear medicine imaging test used in cardiology to evaluate heart health. And I'm like, what the fuck? So it was a mistake, but it was like a knowledgeable mistake that it came from knowledge somewhere. I just didn't know that, I didn't clarify this. I didn't clarify it good enough. And even though it made sense, it's not what I was trying to put on my social media, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I am the gold standard for the fucking heart health of the Title IV flag venue. Using nuclear medicine. I mean, I was a 74 Delta in the Army National Guard, so I'm aware of those protocols too, but that was my stop and correct. I'm going to change it. I'll just box the T, just to kind of signify that there is two, and that I'm meaning the spec, as in the Title IV flag, government specification, and government itself. If you were to break down the etymology of the word, it essentially govern means control or dictate or a command, and mente means mind, so it's just mind control, or mind control essentially. But I'm not trying to control anything, I'm just clarifying that. And then with the flags, this is the problem I'm having with the Google Gemini AI. I usually like it. It's a handy little tool. It can be dangerous, but it's not smart enough yet. And it's also it's like, what's that called? Not a double standard, but it leans one way, where it keeps emphasizing sovereign citizen, or and these other alternate theory no, they're not alternate theories. Well, first of all, sovereign citizen is an oxymoron, so I had to correct that in itself. And that's the old US government kind of control power grid things. They created the term and the phrase sovereign citizen just so they can use it as they can label it something, and now all of a sudden you're a domestic terrorist, when you literally just actually standing on your sovereign rights as a human being, as well as a natural American. But no, you're a sovereign citizen. I'm claiming sovereign. They're just, the fact of the matter is, the current governmental, or the current fake, fictitious, fraudulent government people, or entities that are people that are in the fictitious, fraudulent government system right now, they're just, I don't know, I don't want to say gone at this point, but they are just they're there to get a paycheck. That's about it. They don't care about you, they don't care about me, they don't care about the truth, and they don't care about freedom. So there's that. But, and then the other thing with the Gemini AI, when it came to the flag standard and the dimensions and about talking about ornaments and the gold fringe, there is an it didn't take it seriously when it should be taken seriously, because there's only one Title IV flag there's only one G-SPEC flag, the Title IV flag, which is a 1:1.9 dimension ratio. That's the true flag. That was captured and safeguarded in 1999 by Postmaster General, Colonel J. Gold. Either way, then there's other flag dimensions that represent something else. If it's not 1:1.9 dimension ratio, there's like there's like a banking flags and stuff. But what it didn't recognize was the gold fringe. Gold fringe is only on there. People don't take it seriously when they should, because they'll be like, oh, it's just for decoration. No. You don't just put shit on cloth for decoration. Like, it's a symbol. So if you're gonna put something on a symbol, there's meaning behind it, whether you're conscious of that or not. If there was originally like a gold fringe put on it for a reason, it was for a reason. It's just people are like, oh, well, they don't pay attention. They don't look. They don't know to look. They don't know to comprehend or wonder why. And there is a reason for it. The gold fringe, essentially, the only time it's used for like true correct purposes is for certain, and it can't be used right now because we're in martial law, but it's for like certain military ceremonies, and that's about it. Other than that, it represents essentially that the flag was captured by the old US corporate British construct in a maritime law. And then the ornaments on top of the flag is considered desecration of the Title IV flag, because that nobody has right to contract since 1999, because they don't know how to correctly contract in quantum grammar and articulate their facts and their words on paperwork. So when it just kind of shove it off, it said something like the people just put it on there, it means nothing. Actually it does. The wings up I think the wings up on the bird, on like an eagle on top of, as a flag, on top of the flag as an ornament, it means, I think that's the postal eagle. And then wings down mean the Vatican position, or is like a phoenix rising. So so there's two different things there. And yeah, even looking at this came in my mail. I'm not even this person, and this symbol here, that's a symbol. And this same kind of eagle is on certain like flags. So it really pissed me off. I had to correct the Gemini AI. I don't even like to call it AI, because first of all, it's not intelligent. It's not intelligent. It's not truly smart. It's just a calculator. And it calculates large language models, and it doesn't even compute or calculate quantum grammar and the, well, actually it does. It can, but it doesn't pay any attention to it, because its standard programming is still being programmed by the old corporate construct, which is not based in fact or truth or the correct timelines. So anyways, yes. So yeah, that was my step incorrect. I'm going to change the G-SPECT into G-SPEC on my social media profiles, because G-SPECT is relating to gated SPECT, meaning nuclear medicine. It's a nuclear medicine imaging test in cardiology to evaluate the heart health. And quite frankly, I might have did that. I did that on accident for sure. It just happened to actually represent something. And it was a good coincidence, but I do not want to be in that position. I don't want to constantly be monitored. I mean, fuck it. I might as well. I mean, at this point, it's past the point of no return. I've already run through, if I die, that means everybody else dies in their old fiction construct. So I guess my body and my heart is being used as collateral, and they can measure that frequency. If I'm not healthy, then I guess they're just gonna have to fucking get corrected, because they're gonna die, because I'm not fucking dying unless somebody kills me, and I don't feel scared at the moment. And quite frankly, if somebody does kill me, they fucked up pretty bad, because I'll just get more power in the afterworld. In the crystalline structure of things, I'll just join with the spirit. So yeah, this is longer a video than I thought, but it needed to be made, because that clarification needed to be said. And yeah, G-SPEC, not G-SPECT, unless you do want to fuck around with the photons and the imaging test for your heart and the quantum computers and all that jazz. But I wouldn't if I were you, unless you have a claim to life and you know kind of what you're doing. Otherwise, you can just be a curious little scientist like myself. And this true science is a method, and it involves curiosity and your like natural spirit of wanting to know why certain things are the way they are, especially nature. But it is a method. And there's no, like, it doesn't require any sort of money whatsoever. Anybody can do science. They can conduct the scientific method and figure out like why things are the way things are, or how they work. So peace out, peace be with you, and I hope you have a great spectacular full rest of your day. Peace out.